Greetings. Coming your way this day is your humble servant, Dr. Fidel Osu Ije, with another topic. And today, our topic is about democracy and tradition. Democracy and tradition. Democracy is a system of government that power is given unto the masses to take a decision. Now, so tradition is the other way around, where power is given unto a ruler, a king, to rule with all wisdom with his elders, even unto the people. And therefore, if you're living in a country where democracy is blended with tradition, rulership, and kingship, most times it's quite a problem. Most of the time, those that are built with that governance mentality, most of the time look down on tradition. And the others that are also built in the traditional perspective also do have problems silently with those in government. It's quite recently that we have been seeing kings and royals being invited into kingship. Other than that, the tradition or the constitution even do have the right to even arrest a ruling chief or a ruling royal, which shouldn't be, because one way or the other, the royal king is the owner of the land at which he rules on. And the constitution also mandates, say, a president, the cabinet, and his ministers to also be in control of the day-to-day affairs of the entire nation. So looking at this from this perspective, because of the rule of law and because of the freedom of speech, most times people do even think that they do have the right to speak anyhow to the ruling kings. Because of this, most times people who are politicians feel that they have some control over the ruling authorities. So when it is campaign time, you see the political people going around the rulers. Immediately after campaign, these rulers are left alone, that their communities are not even being developed. But can I advise that we have, say, a president do have 4-year tenure to be president, and we have a ruling king that do not have any ruling term. So between these two people, who is the most powerful? As a matter of fact, think about this. So you can have a royal who rules a certain community or a certain township that may meet about 4, 5, 6, 7 presidents before he visits the ancestors. That means that God positioned these guys in a way where we need to be able to give them a lot of respect. And therefore, no one's got that right to come up against them with the insult, with disrespect, with some kind of filthy language that make it look like these guys are not important in our community. Sometimes I do hear some commentary that is being run even on social media on some royals, very prominent people that I would not want to mention names. And we even have royals that are even in government that even look down on other royals that are not even in government. As a matter of fact, Why is it like that? Listen, let us respect our tradition. Let us respect our rich culture. Let us give honor to whom is due. And let us give respect to our royals. In fact, when you're in Africa, you can do all of these things. But when you go overseas, those that do really respect the monarchs, most times we don't see how these guys cherish their monarchs. But when you come to Africa, one can say something very, 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 very nasty, something very, very disgusting against a royal or a king. Why is it like that? Let us try as much as we can, because it takes away our morale. A fight against our blessing tomorrow. A fight. Any child that is seen doing that simply brings insult to your direct father that raised you. And therefore, that child may not go to also have that blessing. Why? Because you already punched hole in your tomorrow. By insulting an elder, by showing disrespect to an elder. Whatever you do today, let us know that it is up ahead of us, waiting for us. Don't ever think that you're going to disrespect an elderly and go scot-free. Let us bring back our morals of giving honor to whom is. And let us know that to err is human. It is also okay for the elderly to err. So if in case you become privy or you come to know some things about the elderly, know how to address it. Because a time is coming, you will also come to that position to become an elder. But just as you think that today you are righteous, just as you think that today you are blameless, just as you think that today you are so clean, oh, my brother, take it easy. A time cometh. If you are not careful, you will do worse things than what you were talking about. Scripture even says that he that is standing should be careful lest he fall. And I want to quickly bring to your attention something that happened in the Bible some time past. A man called Noah, that God at a point in time gave him the architecture of salvation to build an ark. He was a man that was seen as righteous on the surface of the earth. And God used him tremendously. And through him, the world was saved again. Through him, we have still animals. Through him, we still have human. Other than that, everything on the surface of the earth was going to be wiped off. Lo and behold, after everything, Noah took some wine and was drunk and was half naked. And his son, the eldest son, came and chastised the father's nakedness. And the youngest son came and covered the nakedness of the father. Ladies and gentlemen, when the father was revived, he pronounced curse on the one that spoke about his nakedness and pronounced blessing on the one that covered his nakedness. My question to you is that what do you do when you see the nakedness of your leader? What do you do when you see the nakedness of your father? What do you do when you are privy to certain negativity of the person that you look up to? Sometimes we quickly go to judge, forgetting that a time cometh that you also come to that very position. Coming to the church, it is quite very rampant. 2 weeks, 1 week, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, up to 10 years Christians sometimes feel that they even know Christ more than the one who is being ordained. And sometimes when you hear some of the things that church members are even saying after certain men of God, that they sit under their ministry, forgetting that a time is coming they will also get there. A child that do not learn from the mistakes or the negativity of a father will grow and get to that point and slip and fall times 3 as the father did. Sometimes God gives you the permission to see and see how you will. So the other time, David had the chance to kill Saul. David said, "Who am I to touch God's anointed?" It got to a time when David was also about to be killed. One saved him because he saved a father. If you save a father, you will be saved when you become a father. Our moral to you today is, think about these things, pause and think, and always make sure you are with the wise people. Don't join the masses. Before you speak, think. Before you act, think. And in all your thinking, don't think now. Think tomorrow, and it shall be well. Sincerely yours, Dr. Fidel Osage is my name. I'm going to come your way again next time in the other series. Shalom, and letting you know that this program is sponsored by EasyShip. EasyShip is a global company that is into shipping, courier, and all. And therefore, if you want anything logistics, if you want anything courier, you can contact them and they'll be so glad to help you. Thank you, and come your way again.